I thought very hard about what I wanted to say to you at a time when our world, your world, has totally changed in 2 months, and that we are all experiencing something which we've never seen before. I thought if there was a message that I wanted to share with you that you could apply today, but also anytime during your life, that message would be like a chameleon. If I ask you what's the color of a chameleon, some of you might say green or brown or red. And a chameleon is all of that. It can take any colors because it can change whenever it needs. Like a chameleon, don't be afraid of change. This is normal that we prefer what is stable. This is normal that new things can be frightening. I was also very afraid when I decided to drop my medical studies when I was 18 years old. Like many Asian families, my parents wanted me to become a doctor. And I understand that. I also wanted my children to become doctors. I started medical schools in France, but I really hated it. It was really not for me. The easiest choice would have been to continue, and perhaps I could have been a good doctor, who knows? But I felt deep down that it wasn't for me. So I found a way to go to Oxford to learn English, went back to prep school in France and got accepted in a business school in Paris. I finished my studies in London and started as an intern on the trading floor of Standard Chartered. I worked very hard, really hard, and I got a job as a trader for Standard Chartered in New York, one of the few women at the time. I went from quitting my studies for medical schools in Paris to being on a trading floor in New York. Who would have imagined that? Remember that change can be frightening. It can be stressful, but it can also lead to great things. So be like a chameleon. Don't be afraid of change and adapt quickly. Secondly, sometimes unexpected things happen. On the 11th September of 2001, my life changed forever. By then, I had been working in New York for a year and a half. I was working at the World Trade Center Tower 7, and we lived just in front of the Twin Towers. We were actually could see them directly from our apartment. It started like a normal day. It was a nice sunny day, and I walked to the office to be there at 7. 2 hours later, the first plane hit. With my colleagues, we had no idea what it was. We thought it was an earthquake. We slowly walked down the stairs. The second plane hit, and then it was panic. Everything started crumbling down. I ran. We all ran away from the towers. There were dust everywhere. We couldn't breathe. We were trying to go north as quickly as possible. As things settled down, I didn't know what to do. The mobile phones network didn't work anymore. My husband was in Paris. I couldn't go back to my apartment. I was homeless. I was lost, and I didn't know what to do. But it wasn't just me. It was the same for all my colleagues and millions of New Yorkers. And on the following days, on the following month, we rebuilt ourselves, and we were glad to be alive. And at Standard Chartered, we moved to a temporary office in the New Jersey, where we built a new trading room. We worked extremely hard. We're creating something new as a team. Our office was something where we felt comfortable and safe to be in. We worked differently, and the spirit of the team was phenomenal. 1 year later, our team was awarded for the best team on Wall Street. This is something I was very proud of because I was part of a team that overcame incredible challenges. So unexpected things do happen. And this is now something that we are all realize. For you, that will be disruptive for your education, for your studies. But try to get the most out of it and support your friends, support your classmates. This is how you will thrive together. And finally, always try new things. I was supposed to be a doctor, then I became a trader. Then I moved to London, where I worked in a totally different job at Dresner Clanwett Benson. Then I moved to UBS, doing again something totally different in what is called private banking. And then, after 16 years in finance, I made a totally different choice again. I wanted to become an entrepreneur, And that's how I co-founded CFTE, a new type of university that uses online learning to teach professionals about technology in finance. CFTE was built on the idea of change again. It's based on the idea that technology is transforming all industries, including mine, which is finance. But although many people are afraid of these new changes, for example, of being replaced by a robot or by artificial intelligence making wrong decisions, I believe that these new changes can be very beneficial if we understand them. And we are helping people change by learning new skills, by being part of this technological transformation and not be left behind. In the same way as I went from medicine to banking and now education, always try new things. When I was young, it was so hard for us to have access to good knowledge. You had to go to the library, find information, but it was hard to learn from others who had more experience. Today, the internet gives you unlimited knowledge. Use it to learn as much as you can and try new things as much as you can, whether it's coding, doing a website, cooking, knitting, try. And whether you fail or succeed, don't worry. All that experience is what will make you as a person. Let's go back to our chameleon. As a chameleon, don't be afraid of change, but embrace it. Unexpected things will happen in your life, like what happened to all of us this year. This can be hard, but adapt and support others. And finally, try new things. Try. You are at this period of your lives where the more you try, the more you will learn. And don't worry if you fail the first time, the second, or even the third time. This is what will make you stronger. I wish you all the best for your studies and also your personal lives. Stay safe and make the most of a changing world, because there are great things for you to do if you adapt like a chameleon.